send the kids back to you when we're done?
Yes, yeah, when they're all done.
So you guys are going to ask me questions first, and then I'll pass it over to Mr. Williams after that. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start with the gentleman in the proper attire wearing the Michigan Wolverine shirt.
Do you have any siblings that are in the same or similar line of work?
No, I don't. I have 3 siblings. One of my sisters is a legal secretary. I have another sister who's a blood technician, and I have a brother who works in the automotive industry. So, no, I'm the only one that's in this field. Okay. Somebody from over here. Go ahead.
How long have you been working at MSS?
This is my 14th year at Middle School South. I was 9 years as the associate principal, and this is my 5th year as the principal. Who's next? Go ahead.
If you would change one rule, what would it be?
If I could change one rule, what would it be? I would probably adjust the rule a little bit for cell phones. Not necessarily make it where you could have them all the time, but make it where you could use them for different things academically throughout the school day. That's probably the one rule I would change. And it actually is something that we're kind of discussing right now. I don't anticipate it happening this year, but if you are a 6th or 7th grader, there's probably a fair possibility you'll see something different next year with how we allow cell phones to be involved in the school day. Somebody over here. Go ahead.
During the procedure of getting your head shaved, were you worried of them altering your hairline?
I wasn't worried about them altering my hairline, but I was worried about my hair ever coming back again. I didn't want to look like Mr. Williams. Not that Mr. Williams is not a beautiful person, but I like the hair on my head. He likes that look, and it looks good on him. You guys saw me last year. It didn't look as good
Now it's
on me.
You were like, how did it feel in your shape?
How did it feel?
Like were you embarrassed or something?
I wasn't embarrassed, no. It looked weird.
Did you know how Mr. Williams feels like?
What's that?
Did you know how Mr. Williams feels like?
I think Mr. Williams likes it that way, though. Like I said, it looks good on him. On me, it didn't look so good. All right, somebody over here. It's your turn.
How is it like to be a principal?
How is it like to be a principal? You know what? I like being a principal most days. I mean, every job has good days and bad days. Every job has good things about it and not such good things about it. But if I was to put everything together and make a list of all the things I like and the things that I don't like, the things that I like about being a principal are way longer than the things that I don't. I enjoy working with kids. I don't get to work with kids as closely as I did when I was a teacher. That was a long time ago now, too. But one of the things that I like the most about being a principal is, even though I'm not as closely involved with every kid, everything that I do has a greater impact on a larger number of kids. And I like that. And I like to be able to hopefully have a positive influence on your lives. Hopefully for the most part.
Was it worth getting your head shaved to getting more good meat scores?
Yes, it was. It was. I was very proud of you guys achieving that. And having my head shaved wasn't something that I was going to do if I wasn't going to be proud of you. My wife actually was mad at me for getting my head shaved because she didn't like that idea. You know, when I made the decision to offer that up, I knew that that was going to be a pretty steep goal for you to achieve. And the fact that as a group you were able to achieve that goal was pretty impressive. So it was definitely worth doing it. And I'm glad you guys achieved that goal. Go ahead.
How many people have you blinded since the fateful day of you being born?
Have I blinded? Well, when my head was shaved, it wasn't real shiny. Not going to point out anybody else's who could be that way. So I didn't really blind anybody. Mr. Wojo Mr. Broder, Mr. Bruce, Mr. Williams. Those guys have a greater likelihood of blinding people with the shine off the top of their head.
Forehead's a little shiny.
Yeah, but that's with my hair fully grown. All right, yeah. Let's see. Who hasn't asked me a question? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. So I'm gonna start here.
What college did you attend?
I got my bachelor's degree, which is like your first 4 years out of college at the University of Michigan, and then I had my master's degree was at Wayne State University, and my specialist degree was at Wayne State University. So those are the schools that I went.
Is your job hard at times?
Is it hard at times? Yeah, it can be. Usually the things that make usually the things that make my job hard are more dealing with adults than dealing with kids. Sometimes you have teachers that don't do things exactly the way that you wish they had, and you have to deal with that. Sometimes you have parents that don't understand how they really need to do things to help us do what's best for you, and those can be challenging situations. And sometimes you have people outside of the school that want things from the school that aren't realistic, and those are the things that make it hard. But working with kids, for the most part, that's pretty easy. You hate to see anybody get in trouble, and sometimes that's part of what it is. But all in all, there's a lot of good things.
How is it like to be a principal?
How is it like to be a principal? I think it's fun. Most days, it's very busy. It's funny because I have friends of mine or my wife sometimes that call me and they want to talk to me during the middle of the day while I'm working, and I'm always pretty quick to get off the phone, and they're always like, "Well, you never want to talk on the phone," and I have to kind of explain to them that my job's different than a lot of other jobs. I don't have a lot of downtime. I don't have a lot of time that I'm sitting around doing nothing. That doesn't happen. And that's not to say that other jobs do have a lot of downtime, but there are a lot of other jobs that are a lot more flexible when you're on a desk job or something like that. My time really is dictated by what's going on in the school day. It's dictated by what time the passing times come in the school day. It's dictated by when kids do the right thing and the wrong thing. It's dictated by when somebody else wants to come and talk to me. So that's what makes my day really busy. I don't always get to choose when I want to stop and when I want to go and get something to eat and when I want to go use the bathroom. Sometimes I just get to do those things when I can. So that's the biggest thing. It's busy. Who else did this one? Yeah, go ahead.
How did your wife feel after you got your hair
She didn't like it. She didn't like it when I told her I was going to do it, and she didn't like it when I came home that day and she saw me after I did it. But she had to deal with it because that's the way it was. I made a deal with you guys and I followed through. All right, I think your last question, right?
Was she a little crabby when you got your haircut?
Was she crabby when I got my haircut? She wasn't happy about it, but she lived with it. And by the time it happened, she had nothing else to do but to laugh about it. So, and she laughed a lot. All right, one last question, then I'll pass it over to Mr. Williams. Go ahead.
Are the zaps getting better or worse from last year?
The zaps are way better from last year. This is the third year we've done zap, and when we started doing zap, the expectation was that once we got to the third year, where every student in the school kind of knew this is just the way it is. We didn't have kids who lived in middle school south before we had zap. We pretty much figured that everybody would get it and do better at it. And you guys are a lot better this year than we were last year and than we were the year before. We still get more zaps than we would like, definitely, there's no question about that. But all in all, the number of zaps is way down. Most kids who get zapped now get it done in the first day, or maybe they get it done after a lunch detention, where in the past, we had a lot of kids that would do 1 lunch detention, 2 lunch detentions, and at least the after-school detention, if not getting to the in-school suspension part. So that part has really changed. getting done. Even the kids get zapped, get it done very quickly now. So you guys are learning, but you know something I've told everybody before is that really the idea of ZAP is to make sure you're getting your work done, so that when you leave here, you have the knowledge you're supposed to have, and when we test you, that you're as prepared as you can for testing. But all of you know when you get to high school, there's no ZAP. Okay, that's just reality. So the hope is that you get the content and that you see some success, and you realize that when I get to high school, no one's going to make me do it, but I'm mature enough to make sure I do it on my own. And that's what we're really looking for. All right. All right. This is the last question. So there ain't any time left for Mr. Williams if I keep going.
Have you thought of ever shaving your head again, or maybe getting a perm?
I will never shave my head again, and getting a perm, I don't really think I've quite the hair to get a perm. I had a perm once when I was a kid. Yeah, it looked bad. You don't even have to think about it. I'm not going to ever bring the picture of what I look like. I was about your age. I think I was in 8th grade when I did it. Yeah, it was a very bad decision. You can Photoshop my picture, see what it looks like with a perm. It's not good. It's not great. All right. So with that, I'm going to pass this over to my esteemed colleague, Mr. Williams, and you guys can ask him all the questions you have for him.
Good afternoon. Let's start with carpentry.
What grade come into your office?
Which grade comes to my office the most? The 6th graders. Yeah, they're high energy. Sometimes they just come to speak, but a lot of times it's just a lot of energy. Let's try this one.
What were you like when you had hair?
What was I like?
You know, when you had hair.
I was the same as I am now, just with hair. You know? No. I used to wear high top fade. Have you seen Will Smith on Fresh Prince? I had one of those. I used to have a hairstyle where I just brushed it a lot and it was wavy.
Oh,
Yeah, you're getting there. Yeah. So yeah, nothing different. How about you?
What are your thoughts on the sports team at Memphis? Like all.
I think they have a lot of potential. And I think with practice, I think we'll be one of the better teams in the district. Yes, sir.
You all know that Mr. LaSalle hates Michigan State. Whose sides are you on?
There's only one real school in Michigan, and it is Michigan State University. Yes, sir.
How'd you
Yeah, Prescott,
feel at,
so-
how'd you feel like coming at MSS?
You know, I was a little unsure at first because I've always taught in high school, but after having come, I like it. You all are so much more friendlier than the
yeah.
more friendly than the high
My
school
sister
students.
told me stories.
She's told you stories. Yes. Sometimes there I have to actually walk up to them and say, "Hey, we made eye contact. It's safe to speak." So, yes, sir.
How was it working with Mr. LaSalle?
Oh man, no, I'm kidding. It's wonderful. Great principal. Great principal. Let me try a new hand. How about Kobe?
If you could change one rule, what would it be?
If I could change one rule, what would it be? I would not let students wear shorts in the wintertime. No. Really? I like how everything is in place right now. I don't think I would change anything right now. I haven't been here long enough to even consider making changes. I've spoken to you. How about you, sir? What's your name, too?
Mark.
Mark.
How was it like being a vice principal?
You know, I enjoy being able to meet all the students. Now, the hard part is remembering all of the names. When I walk through the hallway, I like the fact that everyone speaks. I give high fives. The only part I don't like is seeing students in the office for things other than the honor roll and PBIS tickets. I'd like to just see everyone doing well. Yes, sir?
If you were to become a principal, would you rather like be the principal of a middle school, elementary school, or high school?
That's a good question. If I were to become a principal, after having been here, had you asked me this last year, I probably would have only said high schools. But now middle school and high school. Either one is pretty good. I haven't spoken to you. What's your name, dear?
Madison.
Maxie.
Madison.
Madison.
What grade do you think is the best behavior?
What grade do I think has the best behavior?
You know which one doesn't.
Yeah. I would say the 8th graders. They started to mature a little bit, with the exception of they're being pretty loud at times. And you got some outliers. A few students still haven't crossed over yet into that area or that age of maturity, but for the most part, it's the 8th graders. How about you?
How was it like being your first principal?
Oh, I think I answered that one.
You did?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh.
You weren't listening to me?
I was. Is the job hard?
Is it hard? It's challenging. Certain days, yeah. Certain days are nice. Everything runs smoothly. Some days you just never know what's going to happen. You all have different personalities. Some days everything's fine. Some days we have rough days. But all in all, I enjoy it. I've spoken to you both. How about? Well, I've spoken to everyone over here. Back to Carpenter.
If you could change your position, would you?
No, I would not. I actually enjoy what I do. Yes, sir, Bruce.
Did you like the colors that were in there because they kind of remind you of Michigan?
You know, I try to set the tone and just serve as someone who makes a positive example. So, you know, one day maybe we'll look into other colors. No, I'm kidding. These are colors are fine. I like blue. Before I actually went to high school and I was green and white, I was a Michigan fan. You can cut that out of this, though.
What are your thoughts about bullying in MSS?
Bullying, there's no place for bullying. We just do not tolerate that. That's why we have the hero boxers. You can always come talk to me anonymously. Nobody even has to know. Yes, sir.
If you lose the bet this year, because Mr. Lasala won't be doing it again, will you grow hair?
That's almost impossible. So I don't think that'll work out. By the time I grow it, it probably. I can get a little stubble up here, but you wouldn't see the results. You'd probably forget about it by that time. Yes, sir. One more. And I have to get ready for 6 now.
If you were promoted to like a principal in an elementary school and there was a job for a teacher here, which one would you take?
You said, that's a hard question. You know, I have never been in the elementary school level, so I would probably say I would try that just to say I've been every year, just for a new experience. Well, thank you all.
Any questions, guys? All right, the bell is going to ring in about 20 seconds, I think.
Wrong hand, it's the right hand, but I'll do it.
And you guys can start to make your way back. See you guys, good job.